I've seen polls and polls and polls, both home and abroad, gone awry. So poll is a guide. If you take the information in polls, you can use them to reorder your steps, or you can use them to emphasize and strengthen your steps. He said what he sees. We will work with what he sees and what we know and carry the day.
And my last question to you, please allow me. We cannot let you go without asking about the NPP. The party has put in place various measures now. Elections will be happening very soon from the polling centers this time up. What do you make of the entire decision of the NEC executive, the function executive of the NPP?
That is our normal route. Voting from bottom up is not a ritual. It is a strategy of renewal and giving people a new lease of life and a new mandate. So it is the natural thing or the normal thing we've done since the inception of this party. So there's nothing new to it. It's not a ritual. It's a strategy for renewal.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Before we let you go, we've seen massive presence of the police around. Today happens to be a working day, and from the time we set off in the morning, it seems turnout has been on the low side. Could it be a factor that the heavy presence really is deterring people from really coming out?
I don't think the police presence is a deterrence per se. By and large, by-elections are not that patronized in this country. Secondly, by-elections in strongholds are presumed as foregone conclusions, and that in itself depresses voter turnout. So these factors may be at play. But as I made a comment earlier, it's good to have police presence, but it speaks negatively of our evolution in our democracy. i.e., do we need to be forced or compelled to conduct ourselves decently and properly at voting centers? If the police is the one that has to impose good conduct, then there is something amiss. I would wish for the day when we as citizens, out of duty to party and country, and out of self-decency and a good understanding of democratic processes and the power, will come to the conclusion that this is a very simple civil exercise that does not require compulsion or being beaten over the head in order for us to exercise good conduct. So yes, it's okay, but I want us to look forward. And you are journalists. You have to propagate this message of proper conduct without police. After all, what is discipline? Discipline does not mean someone is forcing you to do something. Discipline means you know what is right and you do it, and you know what is wrong and you desist from it without anybody telling you. I would wish that we get to that stage in the body politic and in our evolution of our democracy, and that will be fine for us.
And finally, for me, you are live for Ghana Television and our partner stations. Appeal to the voters to come in Ghana. This year we are expecting 1,000 plus as we speak. We've not even from the two centers, we've not even reached 600 yet. The time to go is not on our side, so at least they can come and exercise their franchise.
Well, my appeal is based on the fact that voting grants you the exercise of your fundamental freedoms. I have lived through all the military coups in this country, where your fundamental freedoms are denied in your face, where you have no right to say something or anything. If you are wronged, you are wronged. and you have no recourse. The military government sitting on your neck gives you no chance. So even if you are dissatisfied, it requires the shedding of citizens' blood to make a change. We don't want to get back into that era. We are now in an era where you are freely given the right to choose, the right to decide. Let us not toy with it. Let us not say that we are tired of democracy. We've tested democracy, we've tested military governance, and nobody should wait for military. Yes, democracy may have its pitfalls. Yes, democracy may have its shortfalls, but it's the best amongst the things available. I will therefore urge all our citizens and voters here, make a little time to exercise this franchise that speaks your mind, so that together, all the political parties, all of us as citizens, we can advance the gains and the goals of democracy one step at a time. So my plea is, come out, spare the time. It is worth it. Come and cast your vote, and then you would have exercised your civic responsibility to the development of this country.
You say it's Chairman, how are your chances?
You did your last already.
Yes, but this is final.
So give somebody else.
I just wanted to pick your thoughts on.
Wait.
You said this is a
Give
simple.
somebody else.
You indicate this is a simple exercise for all Ghanaians. Does this warrant the vote buying or gift giving we see from political parties like yourself?
It is a sad commentary on democracy. It is a sad commentary on the quality of lives that you have to exercise, you have to be transactional about who governs you. I can bet you that in your own hometown, when they are choosing a chief, right, you will not allow anybody who is not a true royal to occupy the stool. You will fight to the death to make sure that a genuine royal occupies the stool in your village or your hometown. How be it then that when it comes to the national, which is bigger than my hometown or your hometown, we are reckless about the decisions we make and reduce it to a simple transaction of money. We are doing ourselves a lot of harm. It means that we are not allowing the best to serve us, and that vicariously people will buy into themselves into an office for which they do not intend to be faithful servants. I have lived in South America, Brazil, Ecuador, Colombia. I've lived and worked in these places, and I've seen the disaster they courted for themselves with drug money entering their political system. The destabilization they are still experiencing is a result of that decision. I pray that in this country we will not sink to that level, because the violence that can arise from that and the violence that can be visited upon us will be beyond our imagination. So let us think deep. Look, if somebody gives you 1,000 cedis today, in another week, the 1,000 cedis is gone. But ask yourself, what have you exchanged for that 1,000 cedis? It is my plea that yes, I can understand some of the lame arguments being made, but you are a citizen, and there's a clear responsibility and onerous on all of us as citizens to make sure that we select the best to govern us. If we do less, we are doing ourselves harm.
So this means we are not going to
for chairmanship. What are your chances?
They are good, but I'll leave it to our electorate. Nominations haven't been open. the selectorate or the delegates who will elect us have not been elected yet.
So when the time comes, why should they vote for Japan and not the others? Why?
Well, they know my capabilities. I've served this party long and hard. They know all the roles I've played in this party. And they know that I can advance the cause of the new patriotic party the best. But let us hold our horses. The people who will vote in September are not being elected. Their election will be sometime in June and July, right?
Than just allowing things to chance. It's better for us to come over prepared than underprepared. And so we are even happy that they appreciate the fact that our presence here has saturated the whole of the area. Let's also be reminded that we are not only here to protect voters, we are also here to protect other people who are not coming to vote but coming to have business or perform other activities in the constituency.
Madam, there's been concerns by the New Patriotic Party about the installation of some CCTV cameras at some selected polling stations. They said they approached the security and they mentioned that indeed it was done by the National Security Authority. Can you confirm to us if that's part of the arrangements?
All right, so I speak for Ghana Police Service. I don't speak for the National Security, so I don't want to make comments.
But generally, when the police is in charge of security,
once you have brought it to my attention, I'd relay same to the authorities up, and then if there's any response, I'll come back to you. Thank you. Like I said, I do not speak for national that institution. I just speak for the Ghana Police Service, and so I don't want to reserve comments on that. Get to my bosses and come back to respond to that. Thank you.
Have you received any complaints of incidents of violence or intimidation in any of the centers?
So far, no, we haven't received any. We are hoping that we'll have the day continue just as we had it started.
Can you confirm to us how many of your men and women have been deployed to each polling station?
That's a security measure. It's not something we're going to place out here. But yes, as you can see, we have saturated the constituency with our men. And as said earlier, we are not just here because of the voting. We are also here to protect other citizens who would go about their normal duties when they are not even voting here in the constituency.
For now, we've not cited any vote buying incidents yet. We are hoping not to see any of such incidents, given that both parties, the NDC and the NPP, have vehemently described this act as an affront to democracy. They say it's not good for democracy. And if both parties have strongly condemned it and they say that this will not happen, what we've not seen so far is that we have not cited any vote buying incidents or gifts given from any of these parties yet. Yes, we can say the process has been violence-free. Given the police presence here, the process has been smooth. Residents coming in to vote. We've been going through the process when the residents come, all through from their validation, all through to voting, and then they are escorted out. So far, what we've seen from all the centers we visited is a smooth and transparent election from the centers we visited. Yes, we are expecting Baba Jamal. He indicated that he'll be at one of the polling stations at 11 a.m. But he's yet to arrive. We'll be giving you the updates as to when he'll come. However, we are yet to cite the NPP or other candidates on where they'll be voting. Okay, I'd want to get the thoughts of Koku and Nidoho on what he makes of the process so far. This time round, for this election, he'll be wearing the hat of an observer. We spoke to him earlier in the morning, and he told us that he's optimistic of a violence-free election. Chief, we came to you earlier in the morning, and we spoke to you, and you told us about what you'll be making of this whole process. It's some minutes to 12. What's your observation so far?
Well, I think that my position hasn't changed. I think it's still very much violence-free. I haven't heard any mishap anywhere else. You can see lots of people around observing. And we hear the candidate, or one of the candidates is coming here. very soon to come and vote. So we are waiting. I think the only challenge now is the turnout. Because if out of 700 in one polling station, as at 11:30 you are getting a little over 90. But then at the end of the day, there is no rule that says that if everybody doesn't vote, you can't count the votes. So we'll still pray for a violence-free election. The process will go well. Then we'll just gather back at St. Kizito's. Even if it's only 10 people who voted, we'll still count and get the winner out of the 10. The most important thing is that the process is free and fair, and we all agree that whoever emerges winner would do so based on accepted electoral practices, and no more, no less. And I think that it's okay. I personally am happy because it would have been horrible if something was going on wrong and then they say Nima, Nima, Nima. I don't think that Nima wants to go out of this election with any negative image. So far so good. Another 5 hours will be over. And the good thing is that you people are also on the ground. So I think your presence on the ground is also helping.
Yeah, it's interesting because so far we've not cited any incident of vote buying, at least for now, for our part. Is this something we should be concerned about, that we are doing this deliberately in the secret?
I told you much earlier in the day that this issue of vote buying, until we see it, we can't speak to it. So far I haven't seen anybody. And in an open place like this, who's going to come and buy vote here?
Yeah, that's my major concern. Or for many of these residents, that would be the concern, that for now you are not doing it in the open again. You are going into hiding to do it.
Okay, so go and look for a special drone and go into the hiding and go and discover what is in the hiding.
So this should not be a concern for many people.
I'm not too sure why you are looking for issue where there's no issue. You believe that something is going on in secret. That is your belief. Until it comes up in the open, I can't speak to it, because that would just be open conjecture, and I'm not into conjecturing. What happened in the primaries, we saw. Yeah. Am I lying? Yeah. So we're able to speak to specifics. If today, by the grace of God, we are not seeing, let's speak to those specifics as well, that we are not seeing. And let's not try to unearth things that don't exist. I understand. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
I'd want to pick the thoughts of some of these people also.
Sure.
What do you make of the whole process so far?
The whole process, I believe, as we can all see, is ongoing smoothly and free and fair. Yeah.
Have you been to your polling station yet?
Oh, myself have been to a couple of polling stations. This is, I think, the 6th polling station that I am witnessing a free and fair. You can see people are walking in one after the other to cast their vote, to choose the best person who will fit for the constituency. And I think so far so best here.
Thank you so much. Chief, I'd come to you also. I'd want to pick your thoughts on the presence, the police presence in this constituency also. Is this something you're okay with?
Well, I'm even surprised. There are even more many than the voters. The police, I was telling them what is happening. The name Nima, people think before it's violence and whatever. When they come to election, we understand each other clearly. You know, we have Christian dominated here and the Muslims dominated here. Have you seen any fighting within us? When it comes to election, we understand, because we are intermarried. We are the same people. They say one house, you see people here and they say people here. We don't. And when I saw the heavy presence of police, I said, why? What is happening? Nothing is going to happen today. And then there's one thing that people did not even realize. The low turnout is account of fasting also. You know, people who wake up at dawn and do so many things. Some of the people are sleeping now. So let's see, after 3 to 4, you see people are start coming out. Because of the fasting also, people are also having a lot of rest and fatigue. That's what also account the low turnout. And I hope, inshallah, things will be okay.
But what do you make of the whole process, the whole electoral process?
Well, it's okay, it's solid, because we have even understand each other before the D-Day. You understand me? We engage people, we go to people, we talk to them, and tell them that this election is not about fights, not anything. I think they will all come back together. What we need is development. And you know very well that it will be difficult to go for a person who doesn't have mother or father to bring you food. You understand me? So clearly we told them they should go for an NDC candidate, Baba Jamal, because he's had the father and the mother. Whatever we need, he will bring it to us. Are you saying that when another candidate emerge, go for beach, Can you go to the MC? Can you go to the presidency? Can you go to the party office and get something for the community? No, people will not do that. Because when they give it to you, you become popular. And you find it difficult to campaign next time. And we are rest assured them that whatever they ask for, it will be done for them.
For many of these residents you've spoken to, one of their major concerns will be you've been in power from 1992 till now, but then you've not done anything for them to something substantive.
Yeah.
They talk about infrastructure, expansion of the markets for them. You've not done many of these things they will need.
Maybe there are newcomers in this constituency. There are newcomers. I was here. I've been here for so many years. Do you know that before you don't even have a layout? You don't even have a layout. This road we have seen, Nima Highway, and the President Miss, and then Mahama was the vice president, that would do asphalted from the house of Akufo-Addo to Akrages. When you go to the house of Akufo-Addo, you see pavement blocks. It was done by NDC. We did all the layout. We don't even have a toilet in this constituency. It was NDC who brought it. They don't know what they are talking about. Go and see the Islamic research. See everything that we have done in this constituency. MBB came for 8 years. What did they do? They not done nothing. What we see is before gallon, sort of water and everything. Anybody who said that person is a new person in this constituency. Before when is a fire outbreak, no access road for any fire tender to go. It was NDC who did all this. It was NDC who did this. We don't just change things overnight. We have seen progress under NDC in 92. Clearly, to be honest with you, anybody who said that he doesn't want to do propaganda or do politics.
So you think he's best fit for this constituency?
Oh, yeah, why not? Why not? We have seen a lot of improvements. Today, because we are talking about the voting, I can even give you countless things that we have done. And the NDC that this place was built, Nima Government Clinic. It's not NDC that it was built, Nima Government Clinic. Why are they not talking about that one issue? You see so many people. Today now, if you go to all the inner cities, inner roads, it has been tired. Though we still need some improvements, and I hope after Baba Jamal emerge a winner, things will be okay. Coming next time, when you come here, 2028, you see things, you report something different.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
So that was one of the residents, and you're talking about what you'll be expecting. And he has been given a challenge to the next member of parliament. He says that the NDC has done much for this constituency, and he believes Baba Jamal is best fit for this constituency. I'd want to pick your thoughts also on what you make of the electoral process so far.
So far, so good. I mean, going around the polling stations, the election is so peaceful, and everything is under control, yes. And I'm so happy about it, because people think there's going to be chaos and violence, but it has been so peaceful, so peaceful. And we pray it continues to the close of the day.
Are you done voting yourself?
No. I am here as a observer from Tema West constituency. Yeah. So I've been to a couple of polling stations to observe, and it was so peaceful, so peaceful.
The argument for many will be that Ablekuma not started like this, peaceful, then it erupted into chaos. Should we be concerned, given that the police presence here is quite substantive?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I don't think, and I pray and hope that nothing of that sort will happen here. It will be peaceful, like we are seeing, till the end of the day, and the winner will be declared peacefully.
Chief, do you share in the same opinion?
For now, what I will say is I'm from Okankwe Central. Being observer within the constituency for now, I would say the major issue is where I am right now, the polling station right now, almost about 700 and something delegate must vote, but out of 100, I would say at the turnout for now, and we are almost about 12 o'clock, and I will plead with Nima, I will plead with the ward coordinator, the ward election, all the operation directors. Let's enter into the various houses. Let's talk to everybody who are to vote in the various polling stations. Let's come out, because for now where I am, out of 700, it's almost about 100, and we have almost 600 people who need to come out. So I'll plead, where I am, let's come out. Everybody, we need to go to the houses. Let's talk to everybody. If you know you are sitting down, you are panning your fufu, you are panning your tuozafi, we will call you, come and vote. When you finish, you go down and go and do your cooking. Because the vote is for NDC, and the vote is for Baba Jamal. So I plead, everybody should come out and vote. When we finish the vote, we can jubilate, we can do everything, and the party can be on the way forward. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So those were some observers, and they've been talking about what they'll be making of the electoral process. They say they would want all residents and electors to come out and come and vote. This is what we can report from this constituency, the Ayawaso-East constituency, for this by-elections.
Like I'm use your medium pass a message.
Hello.
All right. So Baba Jamal just arrived here at the Alhaji polling station in the Ayawaso-East constituency, the Alhaji Idrisu House 2 polling station in the Ayawaso-East constituency. He will be casting his vote in some minutes. Right now, he is going through the formalities, the validation for the election. What we know is that he just arrived some minutes ago. He has been touring some of the polling stations, and he has been giving his overview of what the electoral process has been so far. He has been speaking also about the police presence in the constituency. He says it's fairly good, and that he will be hoping for peace and stability within the constituency before, during, and after the elections. What we know is 113 polling stations in this constituency for this election. Police presence highly visible in each and every crook and cranny of this constituency. What we also do know will be that what we understand will be that police presence, police personnel will be about 80 police personnel in every electoral area in the Ayawaso-East constituency. The Ghana Police Service has indicated that any individual who acts against the law in terms of violence, intimidation, or any acts that would undermine the integrity of the electoral process will be dealt with in accordance to the law. The Ghana Police Service, represented by ASP Juliana Obeng, has been speaking to the press, and she says that yes, the police presence is needed for such an electoral process like this, and given how sensitive the area is, she will be hoping that everyone acts in accordance to the law. We've also been speaking to some of the NPP and NDC executives, and they've also been giving their reactions to the percentage to which they will be winning the elections. The NDC say they will be winning by some 70%. The NPP are highly optimistic of a win for their candidate, that's Baba Ali Yusuf, for the NPP for this by-election. The NDC will be represented by Baba Jamal, Ghana's former High Commissioner to Nigeria, and he has also been speaking prior to this election. He has indicated his plans for this constituency. He says he will be expanding the markets, he will be improving the drainage situation in the markets also, and in the constituency also, and he will be providing skills training for the youth in the constituency. Currently, I want to get closer and get some thoughts, and I just want to know what is happening currently, and what you'll be seeing will be Baba Jamal is going through the process before he goes to vote. He's going through the process before he goes to vote. He indicated that he will be voting here at the Alhaji Idrisu House 2 polling station. He has just been given his voting paper, and he will be going to vote in some minutes. We'll be moving through some of the polling stations from the Roman Catholic School through. Now we are currently at the Nima Highway, Alhaji Idrisu House 2 polling station, and this is where Baba Jamal will be voting. He has been giving his assurances to the residents in this constituency. He has been giving promises as to what he will be doing. You know that then that the Global Info Analytics has tipped him to win by some 75% for this by-elections. And prior to his confirmation as the parliamentary candidate for the NDC, during the primaries, there were some indications of vote buying from his camp, some allegations of vote buying from his camp. Right about now, Baba Jamal is done voting. We'll be getting his thoughts on what he makes of the process so far, but he's done voting. He just placed his paper in the ballot box, and generally, the election has been thorough. From what we've gathered from the electorate, the political parties, and the observers generally, and also the observers, the residents themselves also. I'd want to get closer and take the thought of Baba Jamal, but then Baba Jamal will be heavily contested by four other individuals, the LPG party, 2 other independent candidates, the NPP and the NDC. That will be himself. So Baba Jamal will be faced by Baba Ali Yusuf from the NPP, Ibrahim Idrisu of the LPG party, 2 independent candidates. That will be David Kano and Mohammed Umar Sanda as an independent candidate also. Here, Baba Jamal just finished his voting here at the Al-Haji Idrisu House 2 voting or polling station. And he has been talking about his promises on what he will be doing for the party. Let's get his reactions to what he makes of the electoral process.
Where's your camera?
Let's go back. It's okay.
So give them, leave them. Hey.
Calm down.
Right about now, Baba Jamal will be giving his address after voting.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the press,
Right about now, Baba Jamal will be giving his address. Baba Jamal will be giving his address on what he makes of the electoral process so far.
So let's just bring it so that we can
Come on, leave them. You come on. Leave them. So that we can leave them. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen of the media, finally I have voted at my polling station. I am very grateful to all of you for your participation and coverage. You all know that this has not been an easy process for me, starting from the day of the primaries through to the voting today. But I give thanks to Almighty Allah for taking me through to this point. So far, I've been to several polling stations. The process has been very, very peaceful. We commend the police for taking good care of the process. I have visited more than 25 polling stations so far. It has been very peaceful. The turnout, understandably, is a bit slow because I know, this is largely a Muslim community. So I know it will pick up as the day goes by. But what I want to assure you is that we will do everything to ensure that all the process is calm, the process is fair. I've already advised all my supporters to stay calm and also be law-abiding. We want to see a peaceful process. We want to see a peaceful election. We pray that Almighty Allah in this month of Ramadan will ensure that we have a peaceful process. It is God that makes kings. My prayer is that if God is doing his king, God will remember me in his blessings and let me have the opportunity to lead the people of East Ayawaso and to prove a point for my people. Like I said earlier, I am not motivated by materialistic things. I am motivated by human service. And that is why I am here to serve my people. I've done it before in Akwetia, and I know I will do it better in East Ayawaso, inshallah. I want to thank all of you and also wish you all well as the day goes by. Please, let's report fairly. let's report fairly. So far, as I said, everything has been fair, and I want to believe that you all support us in rebuilding our constituency and resetting the constituency.
What percentage are you looking at?
As I said, God makes kings, so the percentage will be determined by Allah. We have prayed that we should have a high percentage, but it is in the hands of Allah, and Allah will determine.
Is the involvement of Sanda not scaring you at all? He's from the NDC.
Sanda is our brother, but he's taking the wrong route, and I hope that we've given him all the opportunity. Unfortunately, he decided to contest, but it is a contest. I'm a Democrat. I'm a typical politician and a typical Democrat, and so I welcome contest. So let him also try. We are all trying, and see what Allah will do to us.
Will there be a party after this?
Of course. We have not gone past the midday. We are still, the day is still young. We are praying that they will come out. As I told you, this is a largely Muslim community. They will come out at appropriate time, and those who have even gone to work will come and vote. So I encourage people who are out there to come out and vote. Be part of the decision. Don't wait for others to determine for you. Be part of the decision.
Do you have confidence in the poll conducted by the Global Info Analytics? He conducted one for the primary and it failed. This one he's still due to win. Do you have confidence in it?
I don't want to comment on that for now. Because as you said, when he did the first poll, I challenged him and said that I don't believe in what he did. And of course, I was proven right. This time he has done a second one. He is a fine pollster. We don't want to discredit Ghanaian pollsters. But I think that he got the first one wrong. But I hope that the second one, he will be able to hold up to his credibility. I will do the Hausa later.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That's parliamentary candidate for the NDC.
Thank you so much.
So that was Baba Jamal, and he has been speaking about. He has been talking about
very
how his confidence level as to when the elections and the contest, and he tells us that he's confident of a win for himself in this by-elections. He has also been talking about the electoral process and what his encouragement will be for the many residents who would be coming here. Given that there's a low voter turnout being recorded in many of the electoral areas, or many of the polling stations, I beg your pardon, we visited, he says that the voters should come out. Given fairly that the community is a Muslim one, he says that yes, it's a Muslim one, but then you should come out and vote. He's also been talking about the police presence, and he says he hopes this police presence and the security is maintained before, during, and after the elections. I'd want to engage some of the electoral area, polling station executives on what they make of the electoral process so far. You're a candidate agent for one of the aspirants. What do you make of the process so far?
So far, so good. It has been a very smooth process, a very peaceful one for that matter. The NDC, we are praying the NDC will be crowned victorious, and we know the NDC will be crowned victorious. So I just want to use your medium to send out a message to tell each and every person voting in Nima or my fellow constituents that they should come out and cast their votes. There's no tension. There's nothing like someone intimidating anybody. It has been a very smooth process so far. They should please come out, cast their vote as early as possible, so that they'll be part of the decision-making process.
It's interesting you talk about coming out to vote, but then for some of these people, there's this notion for most of the people we've spoken to be about security in the Nima constituency, the Ayawaso-East constituency. Is this something people should be scared about?
Okay, so I want to make it unequivocally clear that we've never ever recorded an election violence since 1992 in Ayawaso-East. You can go and check your records. When it comes to election, maybe other types of violence, I will not dispute that. But when we talk about election violence, when it comes to Ayawaso-East, we've never recorded election violence. So our people know how elections are here. We are like brothers and sisters with the MPP. So we don't fight with each other. We just come out and make sure we cast our vote. So there's nothing like fear or anything when it comes to security. The Ghana Police Service here are here doing their work, and there's a high security this one. There's a high security this one here. So I don't think there will be anything of someone. They shouldn't fear. They should just come out and vote. When it comes to security, they shouldn't worry about that.
But Baba Jamal clearly refuses to give a percentage so it's win. But your party has said 70%. Do you still stand by 70%?
Well, like our boss said, Baba Jamal, he said what? It is God who what makes kings, and it is God that can determine the percentage. For us, we can only project. You understand? The party has projected 70%, and I am telling you on authority that at the end of this election today, by 7 p.m. I am projecting even more than 70%. It is clear. You could see that everybody here are going for what the NDC. So there's nothing like let me say getting less than 70%. We are getting 70 plus. So there's nothing like this one. There's nothing to fear about.
Thank you so much, sir.
Peaceful, at least since morning. You can see the security presence here. And then the voters are also trickling in, and we are processing them as and when they come. So it's quite peaceful and orderly.
But it appears it's been quite slow, isn't it?
By the look of things, but we are told that they will be coming from the party agent who are very familiar with the electorates or the voters and also with the terrain. They have said the people here are predominantly Muslims, and you know they are fasting. So in the afternoon time, they come out, and then you come out massively and vote. So that is what hopefully we are expecting.
Talk to us about the numbers. How many people have voted so far, and what is the expected number of voters here?
We have 249 registered voters here at the Center 1. That is Nima 1 DHS Center 1, 249. But for now, I think 60 voters have been processed, they've been voted, so which is barely 23 or so percent, 24% of them so far. Yeah, for now, we have registered, been processed, and they are gone.
But looking at what is happening at the moment, don't you think that you may record lower voter turnout?
But you know, generally, that in by-elections, you don't normally experience explosive numbers like the general elections. But that notwithstanding, once sensitization and awareness have been created, the voters know that they have to come out and elect their representative in Parliament. Okay. The information has gone down well with them, and I believe that they will come. And like I said earlier, these days the voters are unpredictable. You know, a morphous group of people, they can, within the next minute, you could see massive numbers coming. Absolutely. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time. So, MFI, it's been quite very interesting. All the supporters of the various candidates are optimistic that they are going to, or their preferred candidates will win in this very election. Earlier, the NDC's candidate, Baba Jamal, came here. He interacted with some party supporters and observed the process. But let me engage some of the agents themselves who have been monitoring the process since morning. Hello, sir. You are representing the New Patriotic Party. How has the process been for you?
So far, it has been peaceful and it is going on well. Yes.
You think that your candidate has a chance today?
Of course. Of course. Looking at the voting trend already, every day when they're voting here, most of them has been coming out to vote. And we know ourselves here, quite NDC people that who used to be voting, today I've not been seeing them coming. Meanwhile, it tells you that maybe there's something that going on, because a lot of them think that they've shared TV, which they didn't get some. They've shared fridges, which they didn't get some. They've shared money that they didn't get some. So they cannot also come and vote without them giving them money. So unless they be giving money before they come and vote. So with that, we are quite confident that we can take opportunity or advantage of that and win the election today.
Thank you very much. Let me also speak with the NDC's agent who is also here. He clearly said that your supporters are not coming out to vote today because they've not gotten TV sets and among other things. How would you respond to this?
Oh, it's a lie. It is because today it is two things. Today is a working days, and then we are also in the Ramadan season. So some of the Muslims, by now they are sleeping. So around 3 o'clock, you see, they will come out. So the supporters will come out. Though that the turning is slow, but I believe from 3 o'clock going, they will come in their numbers. So what he's saying is lying.
So you are going to win today?
Oh, automatically we are going to win.
All right.